Hey everyone, it's Ed Graney, columnist for the Review Journal Sports Department, here live in Alameda, California with Michael Gelkin, our Raiders beat writer, and we're checking in from day two. What is scheduled to be a 3-day mandatory mini camp before the Raiders break to take the time off before training camp begins in Napa next month. You might have read Michael Gelkin's story in the Review Journal today about Hard Knocks, the HBO documentary-style show that follows a NFL team around in training camp each year. Well, this year it'll be the Raiders up in Napa. It's weird about Hard Knocks. Coaches obviously don't like it because they don't want cameras in team meeting rooms. They don't want cameras when they have to cut guys in film breakdown. Players, though, actually tend to have the opposite feel about it. They enjoy putting themselves out there sometimes through the media. It helps their brand. Sometimes Hard Knocks can help their marketing or their social media presence. We talked to two such quotes today. Special teams coordinator Rich Basucci kind of gave me a sarcastic look when I asked about him, and his quote was, "My favorite show is Scooby-Doo with my grandkids on Saturday." So that's the coach's perspective. Arden, the second-year defensive end, had a much different perspective, said he's looking forward to it. He thinks it could be good for the team with all the personalities. You have Antonio Brown, Richie Incognito, Vontez Burfict, a lot of personalities for different reasons on this team that I think Hard Knocks and their producers will kind of zero in on. Arden Key seems to be like a guy who might be that person this year. So we'll have to see. Obviously, we won't know until training camp begins and all the cameras are there, who Hard Knocks and the producers go after more in terms of telling their stories. But it will be the Raiders, for good or bad. I'll leave you with this. There have been 13 teams now since 2001 chronicled on Hard Knocks. Of those 13, 6 had better records the following season, and 5 actually made the playoffs in the season right after filming. So maybe there's a little silver and black lining here for the Raiders. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen in the season, but they are on Hard Knocks, and we'll have to see when we get to Napa what that means in terms of training camp and how much that takes a part in training camp in terms of all the filming and the featurizing of guys and what it means on a daily basis. For now, though, tomorrow again, the final day of mini camp. Odds are they won't be much of a practice, if at all. Like I said today, veterans lifted weights, didn't even go on the field, no helmets for the backups and the rookies. So it was a pretty light day for being pretty hot up here in Alameda, California, near Oakland. For Michael Gelkin, our intrepid beat writer for the Review Journal, I'm Ed Graney, sports columnist. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow as minicamp ends and the guys get their final break before training camp in July.